the first flight will leave actually at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
How are the people taking the suspension of the registration? Those who are in a hurry to leave the country, those who can't take it anymore, and now they have to wait for a few days, a few weeks, maybe a few months, depending on the decision we make eventually to, come back to the registration exercise to ensure these people come back home. How are they taking it, and how are we ensuring their safety as well?
Let me confirm this to you.
Okay, this is what the Ghana ambassador to South Africa, His Excellency Benjamin Kwashi, had to say about the retaliation from Ghanaians to South Africa. Let's have a look at that. That's wonderful.
Generation that you would not understand how they think and how they operate. You read from them.
So guys, welcome again. Earlier today, I made a video talking about how the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, have refused signing the permit that will allow Ghana flights to have a safe landing in South African airports. Because according to Cyril Ramaphosa, he still want to have a dialogue with the president of Ghana for them to be able to stay back in their country. But Ghana government is saying no. There is a recent update. President Mahama told the Foreign Affairs Minister of Ghana, Okwudzeto, that leave no Ghanaian in South Africa. That is the order to the Foreign Affairs Minister of Ghana. And now, South African government are, not granting them that permit to evacuate their people. But recently, there is a new update. Let's listen to the Ghana ambassador to South Africa. Let's listen to the interview granted with Joy News earlier today, and we would know the latest updates. Please, as you're watching, help me share this video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. When I tell you guys that don't joke with Ghanaians, you think it's a joke. Ghanaians do not joke with their citizens. They do not take threats as a mere word. They take actions. They take strict actions because they don't want any of their citizens to be hurt. Let's take a look at the videos.
How are the people taking the suspension of the registration? Those who are in a hurry to leave the country, those who can't take it anymore, and now they have to wait for a few days, a few weeks, maybe a few months, depending on the decision we make eventually to, come back to the registration exercise to ensure these people come back home. How are they taking it, and how are we ensuring their safety as well?
Let me confirm this to you that we've registered virtually everybody.
Okay.
Now, after the registration, the documentations are taken to the offices of the Department of Home Affairs. They go ahead, they vet the people, and then come back to us and tell us that these people are qualified to travel. Now, we've done that for almost 1,500 of our compatriots, which covers all the number of everybody who wants to leave this country. Now, we suspended it because we saw that the numbers were done. We have 1,005. Why won't we allow the Department of Home Affairs to go ahead and vet those people and bring the documents back to us at the High Commission? That is the only reason why we suspended it, just to ensure that there's an efficiency when it comes to how we are able to repatriate them. It's a whole process, and we don't want it to be have a lot of backlogs that we'll be dealing with. No.
And the vetting is necessarily to look at those who genuinely want to come back home, or those who are in effect, because there's also the understanding that certain people want to come back home. They've not been able to secure themselves flight tickets to come back home, and so they're using this as an opportunity to come back, and then maybe after 6 months they find a way to mobilize again and go back to South Africa.
So the screening is not on our terms. The screening is done by the officers of Home Affairs, Border Management Authority, National Security of South Africa, and also the Police Service of South Africa. We are not part of that intensive screening that they do. They would find out whether there are criminal records.
Okay.
They will find out whether you are genuinely in the country. They will find out how did you come into the country. Did you come through the land borders or through the airports? They will find out every information that they want to find out. And once they are done, they bring the file to us and say, this person is cleared and this person can travel and go home. Now, when they bring us the documents, then we at the High Commission also do another set of screening, where we find out genuinely, is this person going to Ghana because they are under distress, or they want to go for the sake of the flight tickets that they are buying? Let me put on record here that we tell them every day, when your fingerprints are taken through this repatriation process, your screening, there's no way you can come back to South Africa. Automatically you are banned. Those that are undocumented, they know you can't step here, you can't use any other thing, you can't come with any other passport because your fingerprints have been taken. And they circulate it on their database. So we tell the Ghanaians, if you want to go and come back, they've told us clearly, South African government has told us clearly, that anybody that comes in again, after this whole process is done illegally, what they're going to do is that there's a compulsory sentence of 10 years. onto that person. So we told the Ghanaian citizen, don't take this chance thinking that you are being smart, thinking that you want to go and come back, thinking that like the other panelists say that they cannot buy tickets, and then, but none of them has withdrawn. So it means that most of them, or even all of them, are going genuinely. People who don't want to come back again. The first flight will leave actually at 11 a.m. on Saturday, and then the second flight will leave on Sunday at 5 a.m. So what has happened is that because the numbers are huge, we are coming home with almost about 700 of them. We didn't provide them with accommodation, but we are so happy that the churches, the businesses in South Africa, the Ghanaian businesses in South Africa, the Ghanaian churches offered to accommodate them. What we are doing is to give them 3 square meals a day, make sure we take care of their needs when it comes to the those of their kids and others. We've done that religiously till now, and we are hoping that once this process closes, we will forge ahead with the second phase of whatever we want to do.
Are you aware that if we are to compare poverty rate by GDP, Ghana is doing far better than South Africa? There are more poor people in South Africa more than Ghana. Maybe you didn't know this. South African GDP is bigger than Ghana, around 1.3 trillion, whilst Ghana GDP is around 400 and something billion. But when you look at South African GDP to poverty, it is around 66%. 66% of South Africans are poor, whilst compared to Ghana, 21%. So this whole issue that, oh, we are doing better than everybody, and that is why everybody wants to come to South Africa. You don't get it. You're not doing better than all Africans. Hell no. Let me dive deep. I know some people will obviously say that Tivo is lying. It is not true because of all these tall buildings and how developed they see Cape Town and Johannesburg. So they think that these guys are automatically doing well. That is not the case. South Africa is completely, in fact, ruled by the white minority. So they have a very big GDP because they have white minority who have a lot of businesses across Africa. And this money don't go to the black people. It goes to the white minority who are connected to the West and America. So at the end of the day, the money is not distributed to the poor people in the country. And that is why you have more poor people in South Africa. Think about it. If these guys were doing so well, why do they always have problems with some black people? When these black people come into South Africa, they are able to open businesses and succeed, whilst they, being the indigenous people, they are not doing well. Most of those who are being chased out of South Africa, I believe most of you have seen videos of many black people, them closing down their shops, their businesses in South Africa. These people didn't come to South Africa with poverty. They came to South Africa with capital, with money. And that is how come they are able to set up businesses in South Africa, while the local people are not able to. So those who think that other Africans in South Africa are poor, you don't get it. They are rather rich. So there are some things when I say some people, find it very difficult to believe. Some of them have to go using ChatGPT and Google to confirm if what I'm saying is true or not. Are you aware that South Africa needs Ghana more than Ghana needs them? Because there are more South African companies in Ghana here, more than Ghanaian companies in South Africa. So meaning South Africa is making a lot of money from Ghana as compared to what Ghanaians are making from them. Currently, the government of Ghana is dragging their feet to even renew Goldfield, their contract in Takwa. This is a South African company that is making billions and trillions of dollars from Ghana here. We are the highest producer of gold, more than South Africa. And you guys are benefiting all this from Ghana. And the best way to thank Ghanaians is to attack innocent people in South Africa. South Africa has always gotten away with these attacks on innocent Africans. This time around, Ghana is saying no more. Now, it is simple. Just like what is happening between the Europeans and Russia, if Ghanaian businesses are being ransacked in South Africa and the government is turning a blind eye on that, then vice versa, the South African companies in Ghana here will also be taken in return. Simple. I think it's high time Africans stop leasing these guys in South Africa. Hell no. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all South Africans condone these xenophobic attacks in South Africa. Hell no. Not all of them. But I am speaking to the ignorant ones. I think they have to pay a heavy price for what they are doing, and that would be the only solution to this current problem, because they always get away with it. So you touch our business, we touch your business. Simple as that. No reason.
Guys, you've heard from the Ghana ambassador to South Africa. He said on Saturday they'll be evacuating some Ghanaians. See, no matter what Cyril Ramaphosa is doing, Ghanaians have made up their mind to evacuate their own people, no matter what they are doing. So for those people that are saying Ghana government is overreacting, so what do you want them to do? You asked them to leave your country and now they're repatriating their people. You are saying they're overreacting. Please make it make sense to me.